Algebraic expressions is a form of mathematical language. Don't you think so? Yes, it is. We converted almost all kinds of phrases into algebraic expression. They were meaningful, right? So that's what it is. Algebraic expressions are base for mathematical language, correct? So let's get into details of this now and see what we did to express phrases into algebraic expressions. What helped us to write an expression from the phrase? This is what we'll like to see, okay, or analyze at this moment. So there were a few things which formed algebraic expression. Those were first and foremost variables, right? So variables were very important for us, and then we had some numbers, and these numbers we had been calling them as constants, right? So these two things, variables and numbers, and between these two there was one very important thing, and that was symbols, which are operators. So operators which we had some symbols with, right? So they connected numbers and variables and made a whole lot of sense, and that was our mathematical language. So with these things, what we did was we converted phrases into algebraic expressions, right? So this is what we did in a couple of videos. So we started with a phrase, introduced variables, saying with the let statement, and then combining numbers and operational symbols, we got one expression. And that expression is our mathematical language. Do you see that part? So that's the beginning of algebra for you. Now from here, we'll move on to solving many word problems and real life situations. Let's take a step back and understand how these things combined together to make so much of sense. So let's first talk about operational symbols. Basically, there were four operational symbols: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Right? So whenever we converted phrases to algebraic expressions, we looked for keywords. Keywords like add. So when you say add a number, then we know plus sign is to be used. Sum of two numbers, plus sign. My earning is this plus that. Plus means additional earning, right? More than. His age is more than by so much. So, right? Increased by or after. So, after 3 years, he will be how much old, right? So, A plus 3. Current age plus 3. So, that is how you get addition symbol plus into picture, correct? For subtraction, the key words were subtract, difference, minus, less than, taken from, before. So earlier dates you subtract, correct? If you take away anything, you decrease the number, so you use subtraction. Less than, right? A number 5 less than, correct? You use minus sign. Minus itself, difference and subtraction are keywords for subtraction. For multiplication, we use the words like multiply, product, time, twice, thrice, like that. Rows into columns, giving us area. Off was a very key word. Everywhere, if you get off, that means you need to replace it by multiplication symbol. Similarly, for divide, we have so many different words. So when in a phrase, you listen or see a word, divide, quotient, divided by, shared, per, rate or ratio, that means we're talking about some kind of fraction, some kind of division, and then the division operation is involved, right? So these are the keywords. I like you to copy them and make a note of these keywords. So whenever you read a phrase and you get across a keyword like this, a bell will ring and you will know exactly what should you be doing to convert this phrase into algebraic expression. We also discovered that there is lot of problem in converting phrases with subtraction operation. You have to read those phrases very carefully. When I say it is 5 less than a number, then number comes first. That means n minus 5. Do you see that? When I say 5 less number, then it is 5 minus n. This is 5 less a number. And this is 5 less than a number. I'm again taking this up since I feel that this particular topic, every time students make one mistake, the rest they all get it right, always. So it is using the word less than or minus or less. So if I use the word minus, then you just minus, right? From 5, 5 less a number, 5 minus a number. Do you see that? But if I use the word than, then you have to do reverse. You have to write the number first. 5 less than a number, so the number is bigger, right? You write that number first, n minus 5. That one is kind of critical, which I think you need to review. Now the other part is about division. So whenever we divide, we write something on the top. So that is called numerator and this is denominator, right? That is a fraction you're so conversant with. When we say quotient, quotient means numerator. So quotient is the numerator for you. Remember that part. So that will help you to correctly translate phrase into algebraic expression. I hope this thing helps you to understand how to do it. I would like you to go through the test or the practice test videos once again after you go through this list, right? And then it will make a lot more sense to you. So make a note of this list so that you are absolutely clear where and how you should be using these symbols to connect your numbers or constants, this is C-O-N-S, constants, with variables, correct? And as a reminder, whenever you are transferring or translating phrases into algebraic expression, first step should be to define variables. And remember, in algebraic expressions, we do not have what? We do not have equal to sign. There is no equal to sign, right? Never use equal to sign in algebraic expressions. We are not trying to find out some solution like that. We are just translating words, okay, into an expression. And those expressions, there is no equal to sign. So do not use equal to sign in expressions. Remember that. Only use what? Variables, numbers and constants, and operational symbols. And these are your symbols, okay? These are your symbols which you have to use. So that is just a reminder for you. So I hope with this you understand now how to write phrases into mathematical language, which we are calling as algebraic expressions. Now take the test and I hope you are perfectly fine and you understand all the aspects of this. Thank you.